ninth entry in Bet Halevi on Bitachon. His Bitachon tzarich liyot b'nikba b'lev v'lo min hasafa lahutz. He says you have to be very careful that your Bitachon must be in your heart, and not just be from the mouth outward. As a lot of people say, yeah, I believe in God, I have Bitachon, I trust in God, and everything is good. They just say it, but when push comes to shove, and it's a test, and then you see them freak out and anxiety, and they don't have the bitachon. What happened? Where's all the bitachon you spoke about before? Where's all the faith in God that you said you had? So therefore he says, how embarrassing it would be every single day we say 3 times a day in the Amidah, Hashem, He saints living with kindness, supports the fallen, He heals the sick. And what? And in the end, you say it every day to Hashem, you declare to Hashem that you believe in this, and then when push comes to shove, you forget about these things, and you don't have emunah, you don't have bitachon, and you get nervous. So therefore, a person has to be very careful not to be false in his prayers to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So therefore, he says, many people who say these prayers every day, and they believe they have bitachon, and then push comes to shove, they run after their ishtadlut, they only rely on their efforts, and they forget about trusting in God. Halila, Haz v'shalom, we should never be in this category. As the Pasuk says in the Prophet, Ishaya, with his mouth and his lips, he honored me, but his heart is very distant from me. So therefore, a person that cannot identify as a religious Jew, and therefore not act like a religious Jew when it's a time of test. How do you act like a religious Jew when it's a time of test? You have bitachon and Hashem, and you don't get anxiety and nervous to make you nervous and shake and think about what's going to be. I don't know, I'm scared, and you clam up and not able to do anything. Rather, a person has to know you have to be followed what you say, and what you say every day is you have a bitachon. You have to live by it also. The pasuk in Mishlei says, "Oseh emunah retzono." Those who act with faith are His desire. What do you see? It doesn't one who speaks with faith. The one who acts with faith is the one who are His desires. Therefore, us to know it's all about how you act. The Chazon Ish writes, what is the way you can measure the level of your bitachon? Is if when you have a challenge and you have no solution in the moment, how do you behave? Are you calm, tranquil, have reliance in Hashem, or you get nervous? That's the real sign of bitachon. This is you, it's easy and everything's good, you have money and everybody's healthy, and you say, yeah, I have bitachon in Hashem. That's easy, everybody can do that. When it's hard, and that's how you react, that's a real test, that's a real litmus test of how much bitachon you have. There was a story of the Chavod Levavot about there was a guy who was very pious, very, very religious. He claimed he was very religious. He went to a faraway town to get a livelihood, to go win parnasah. And he just met some idolater over there. And he rebuked this idolater in the city. Oh, how you believe in this idol? It's all nonsense, it's baloney. There's a God, one God, He is in charge of everything. He gives everybody everything we need, a parnasah is from Him. So the idolater said, I understand. Do you hear what you're saying? You're saying there's one God, He knows everything, He sustains us, He gives us everything we need. So why are you all the way here for parnasah? You should have stayed home and let your God to provide for you over there. He broke him in that moment, and he made him realize, wow, do I ever internalize what I'm saying? Do I just say it outside? Do I go through the motions like a robot? Or do I really internalize and I'm a Jew at heart? Do I really believe what I believe in my heart? So therefore, a person has to work on that. And there was a story also of Bet Halevi, when he was a rabbi of the city of Brisk. So there's a secretary who received a telegram, and she asked the Rabbi, my boss, he got a telegram that his ship that has all his merchandise, it sunk, and he lost a lot of his money. I don't know how to tell it to him. I'm scared something's going to happen. He's going to get upset. I don't know if he's going to take it the right way. Rabbi, what do you recommend? He says, no problem. Give me the telegram and send me the guy. So he goes, he gets the telegram, and eventually the guy comes. And while the guy comes to the rabbi's office, he has a Gemara open, and he's struggling, and he's rubbing his head, and he sees like he's in a difficult situation. So he says, Rabbi, what's going on? Why are you so upset? What's bothering you? This is a very difficult Gemara, very difficult. So what's the Gemara? He says, it says you have to bless Hashem when you hear the good things, and you also have to bless Hashem the same way when you hear the bad news. How can you bless somebody something when it's bad? How can you bless when there's bad news? So the guy says, what do you mean, Rabbi? It's so difficult. It's not so difficult. You have to, everything's from Hashem, everything's for the best. Even though we don't know why it's for the best, we know, we trust in Hashem that it's best. So he said, you believe it? He said, I believe it 100%. He said, here you go, here's the telegram. He gave him a telegram, and he looked at it, and he said, no problem, we believe it. Bless Hashem also, even in the rough times. So therefore, a person has to know that you have to mamash be like that. You have to mamash learn it, you believe it, you watch these videos, you see the Bet Halevi, you gotta walk away and start putting it in your heart, acting on it. And we'll end off with this last story. Rabbi Zino, he was talking about emunah and how we have to believe everything's from Hashem. And each talud and effort doesn't give so much bracha. It's all about the decree and what Hashem wants. he said, the guy came to his rabbi, you know what? I have so much emunah from your whole story, from your whole speech. I'm gonna stop working. I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket. I'm gonna have full faith in Hashem, and he's gonna make me win. Is that okay? So then the Rasul Salanta said to him, sure, why not? Try. So he goes and he buys a lottery ticket the day before they do the drawing, the day before they show the numbers. So the Rasul Salanta comes to him and he says, listen, you paid you paid $5 for this ticket, right? And then the drawing is gonna give you, I don't know, $100,000, let's say. I'll give you $10,000 now, and you'll give me the ticket, and you give it away. You give it away the ticket. I'll buy it from you right now for half the price. So he said to him, no problem, deal. He said, you see, you didn't have real bitachon. If you had real bitachon, you would say, no, it's as if I have $100,000 now. Why would I give it away for $10,000? So therefore, you weren't really believing it. So therefore, that's why you wouldn't have won. So therefore, when he says something, you gotta really believe it. It's not just enough to say it. You gotta have it inside your heart. Baruch Hu.